Day 3 of Making Music 101. Today is all about modifying patterns. I know, it sounds boring, but it's a lot more interesting than you think. And since last lesson was very theoretical, today we're just going to dive right in. So let's open up Songmaker, and we're going to go into the settings. This time we're just going to change the scale to pentatonic. And let's start on a different note, just so we're not listening to the same notes all the time. And we'll leave everything else as it is. And since we're probably tired of hearing the marimba, let's play some strings and the kit. And we'll change the tempo. Tempo is just how fast the music plays. So if I do it at 120, what do you think is going to happen once I do 240? Just goes faster. If I go like this, it's going to be way slower. Cool. So let's start off with something faster. 133. Very random number. And I'm going to start off by trying to make a pattern. Let's see what I can come up with. So let's hear this little pattern. That sounds cool. This little pattern, that's a yellow note and then a little staircase going up to yellow and then going up to this blue one with some space here and some space here. I'm going to repeat that in this next section. But, well, I'll just repeat it completely. So we have the same thing. Okay, so one option of changing this up so it's a bit more interesting is move everything up. And it's kind of annoying that I can't copy and paste, so I'm gonna have to like erase each note and redo it manually. So this yellow note, let's make it a green one. I'll do these 3 notes like that. And the blue one, let's make it pink. Let's hear it. Doesn't sound bad at all. So what I did there is just the same shape and melody and rhythm and all of that, but I just moved it up 1. I could move it up 3, I could move it down, and you would get different results. So that's one key way of modifying the pattern or melody to make it sound more interesting. The other thing is I can switch up the direction. So right now I have this note and then we go down, we go up, and we go up. What if this time, instead of this note and then going down and up, instead of going up to this one, I'm gonna bring it back down. Let's hear that. I like that. I think I like that better than the other one. Another thing we can try, and I'll try it in the next section, is flipping the melody vertically. So flipping the entire shape of the melody. So now I can start again on the yellow one, and instead of going up here, I can go down to the yellow one and down to this next one. It still sounds pretty cool to me. The other thing I can do other than flipping this around, let's say I'm going to repeat the initial melody, is maybe displacing some of it rhythmically. So what if I just move this note over here? Let's listen to that. Cool, so I like that. And then since we already have this little surprise here, maybe I can just repeat the next part exactly as it is in the other section. Let's hear it. So I'm kind of wanting to hear that same displacement over here in the green note, so I'm going to do that as well. And again, see how I'm always listening to what I'm doing? I'm just trying stuff out and then listening. It's a lot of trial and error. Cool. So right now we have 3 ways of modifying our patterns. We can shift it all up or down in the same shape and rhythm. We can flip it around, flip the direction of it. We can displace some of the notes rhythmically. And another simple thing we can try is just repeat a few notes and see what happens. So I'm going to try repeating this one and this one and see what happens. Didn't really like that at all. But we tried it and it's important to just try stuff and see what happens. Maybe I can repeat this note and that'll sound better. It's a bit better, but I still feel it's not necessary. And that's okay. You don't always need to keep adding stuff. Simpler is better most of the time. So let's look at one more way we could modify this melody. And right now we still kind of keep the same shape that we have over here with the green notes. Now I'm going to switch up the shape entirely, but still keep the same rhythm. So 4 consecutive notes, a space, and then a note. I'm going to try this. So still 4 consecutive notes, but now we have a little staircase going down completely instead of coming back up. Let's hear it. Yep, I still like the other way better, but at least we tried something. Maybe we can try flipping it around as well. So let's do that. And maybe we can separate notes even more, so something very different. Still 4 consecutive notes, then a space, and then this note. Let's try it. That was interesting. I don't dislike it, but I think I'd have to change this note so it's not that far away from the other one. I like it. I think I like the other one a bit better, but I'm going to leave it like this. I'm going to save it and share it with our group. Go to Student Creations, Lesson 3, share it over here. So, just to recap, we learned 5 different ways of modifying patterns or melodies. 1, move it up or down without changing the rhythm. 2, change the direction of the melody. 3, change the rhythm or displace one of the notes or a few of the notes in the melody. 4, add a couple of repeating notes and see what happens. And 5, change the shape of the melody. If it's a V shape or a staircase, instead of a staircase, do a V. Instead of a V, do a staircase. Stuff like that. So try it out, make a new song, share it. I want to see what you can come up with. Also, if you want to edit my song or someone else's, feel free to just go in one of the links and you can edit it and then share a new link. Don't worry, you won't change what was already there. Every time you edit, it makes a new link. So have fun, and I'll see you tomorrow for our next lesson.